Okay, sir. Good morning, students. Welcome back to another session. This is Vani from DSRJC, Wyra. Before that, I would like to appreciate Gayatri, CH Nirmala, Grishma Sri, Kirtana, and Anusha from DSRJC Wyra, Harshini from Burgampad, P. Shruti, M. Anusha, V. Usharani from TSRJC Vikarabad, S. Akila, M. Satvika from Tatipalli, B. Durga, Pooja, Nirosha, Maheshwari, Pujita from TSRJC Hasanpati, Mitra, Abhinaya, and Shrutilaya, V. Srilata, K. Akila, and Prasuna, D. Navya from Vangara, Nisha and Pujita, TSRJC, Balanagar. Very good, students. Well done. Keep it up. In this last class, we have learnt part of the plant, that is flower. Flower is modified shoot. Each flower normally has four floral whorls: Calyx, Corolla, Androecium, and Gynoecium, present at different nodes on the thalamus. Now today we discuss about the topic parts of flower. Flower. Flower, it is a modified shoot. Here, this is flower. Different parts are there. This is thalamus are called as torus. These thalamus, it shows 4 nodes. Four nodes. First nodes, it gives rise to calyx. It includes sepals. Second node, it gives rise to corolla. It includes petals. Third node gives rise to androecium. It includes stem. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello.
హలో మేడం చెప్పండి.
మేడం షేర్ పాయింట్ మేడం హోస్ట్ కెన్ షేర్ ఇన్ దిస్ మీటింగ్ అంటుంది.
హోస్ట్ సార్ హోస్ట్ చేయాలి. హలో సార్. హలో కాశీనాథ్ సార్, ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగండి మేడం, నేను ఆయనకు ఫోన్ చేసి మళ్ళీ మీకు వేస్తా.
ఓకే.
హలో కాశీనాథ్ సార్. హలో
మేడం చెప్పండి మేడం.
హోస్ట్ ఇవ్వండి సార్ వాణి మేడంకి. మీకు ఫోన్ చేస్తే లిఫ్ట్ చేస్తలేరు. హోస్ట్ మీ దగ్గరే ఉంది.
ఓకే మేడం.
ఆమెకు
డిస్కనెక్ట్
స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తలేదు.
ఓకే శారదా మేడం, మీరు సర్లా మేడం మాట్లాడు.
సార్ నేను కోఆర్డినేటర్.
డన్ మేడం.
హలో వాణి మేడం,
మేడం.
స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. మీకే హోస్ట్ ఇచ్చిండ్రు.
ఓకే. Okay, students. Thalamus or torus, it shows the four nodes. First node, it gives rise to calyx. Second node, it gives rise to corolla. And third node, it gives rise to androecium. And finally, fourth node, it gives rise to gynoecium. This gynoecium develops from fertile leaf carpel. Gynoecium, it is also called pistil. This is fourth node, gynoecium. Okay, now let us discuss parts of flower. So first part, calyx, and second one corolla, and third one androecium, and fourth one gynoecium. So here this is corolla and calyx. So here green color calyx and pinkish color corolla, and androecium and gynoecium. Calyx and corolla is non-essential organs. Androecium and gynoecium is essential organ. So first one part, non-essential organ, that is calyx. The calyx is outermost whorl of the flower and the member are called sepals. Generally, sepals are green. The sepals may be free in condition, that is called polysepalous. Example, Annona, and another one example, Brassica. So here maybe the sepals are fused. This condition is known as gamosepalous. Example, China rose, in scientific name hibiscus and rosa sinensis. Another one example, datura. Then next one, modifications of sepals. In some of the plants, sepals are reduced to hair. It is called pappus. And sepals may be epimerals or caducous. That is, sepals fall off as soon as the flowers are open. Example, argemonium. Next, deciduous. Sepals survive till feathering of the petals. Example, mustard. And third one, persistence. Sepals remain even after fruit formation. Example, brinjal and Solanaceae family. In persistent sepals, if they do not grow further, that is called marcescent. Sepals has persistent growth, that is called acnescent. So, functions of calyx: protection of flower in bud condition, and it performs the photosynthesis. Petal-wide sepals attracts insects for pollination. Some of the sepals hairy calyx, that is called pappus. This pappus helps in dispersal of fruit. This is calyx. Another one part of the non-essential, that is corolla. See here, this is corolla. Corolla is second whorl of the flower, largest in size and inner to calyx. Individual member of the whorl is called petals, which are colored and centered. Corolla is composed of petals. Petals are usually bright colored to attract insects for pollination. If petals are free, this condition is known as polypetalous. For example, polypetalous, rose, and hibiscus. If petals are fused, this condition is known as gamopetalous. Example, datura. Scientific name, datura metal. In shape and color of corolla vary greatly in plants. Corolla may be tubular, as in disc florets. For example, Ostraceae members. Some of the corolla is funnel shaped or infundibulous. Funnel shaped or infundibulum. Example, datura. Some of the petals biliped corolla. Biliped corolla. Example of osmum. Some of the petals are wheel shaped or some of the petals are bell shaped. Bell shaped. Some of the corollas are four free in petals. Enigmatically placed on thalamus. This is corolla in different shapes and colors of corolla vary greatly in plants. Some tubular like structure, some of funnel shaped, some of biliped, and some of the petals bell shaped or wheel shaped. Some of the flowers are four free in petals. This is corolla. Function of corolla. First one, attraction. The bright color attracts birds and insects for pollination. And tubular gametopetalous corolla can store in nectar for attraction. And next one function, protection of inner essential oral. This is corolla. Calyx and corolla both are non-essential organs. Next, perianth. When calyx and corolla are similar, individual member of whorl is called tepals. If maybe tepals are free, this condition is known as polyphylls. Maybe the tepals are fused. This condition is known as gamophilous. These tepals are green in color, that is called sepaloid. These tepals are colored, that is known as petaloid. Calyx and corolla arranged in single row, that is called monoclamidious. Example, amaranthus. Example, amaranthus. Then calyx and corolla are in two rows, that is called diclamidious. Is two types. First one heteroclamidious, second one homoclamidious or tepals. First, heteroclamidious. Calyx and corolla different shades are called heteroclamidious. Example, dicots. And next, homoclamidious. These calyx and corolla is undifferentiated. This is known as homoclamidious. Example, monocots. Okay, students. Next, function of perianth. Both calyx and corolla protects the essential whorl in bud condition. A cephaloid perianth perform photosynthesis. Third one function, a petaloid perianth attracts insects for pollination. Okay. Next, see here. This is sepals. This is petals. Sepals are green in color. Petals are in violet in color. Beautiful. Polypetalous and gamopetalous. Sepals and petals are few. See here. This is gamosepalous. That means sepals are fused in condition. Polypetalous. Petals are free in condition. And polysepalous. The sepals are free in condition. Gamopetalous. The petals are fused in condition. See here. Polypetalous, gamopetalous. The petals are free in condition. The petals are fused in condition. And next, estivation. What is estivation? The mode of arrangement, the sepals or petals floral bud is known as estivation. Types of estivations is there. 4 types of estivation. First one, valvate estivation. Second one, twisted estivation. And third one, imbricate estivation. And fourth one, waxillary estivation. Now let us discuss first one, valvate estivation. See here, this is valvate estivation. When sepals or petals in a whorl just touch one another at the margin without overlapping. See here, valvate estivation, when sepals or petals in a whorl just touch one another to margin without overlapping. Example, Calotrophes, Datura. Sepals example, Malvaceae family, Fabaceous family and Solanaceae family. The margins of sepals and petals remain in close contact or like close to each other but do not overlap. This type of estivation is known as valvate estivation. See here, this is Datura flower. Example, valvate estivation. And next one, twisted estivation. This is also known as contorted or convoluted estivation. This estivation, if the one margin of appendages overlap that one of the next one. See here, overlap that of the next one. One margin is inwards and overlap, and other margin in outwards and overlap the margin of the adjacent one. Example, China rose in scientific name Hibiscus rosa sinensis. And another one example, Datura and ladyfinger and cotton. This is twisted estivation. And third one estivation is imbricate estivation. This estivation margins of sepals or petals overlap one another but not any particular direction. See here, overlap one another but not any particular direction. One sepal or petal is overlapped out at the both margins. Rest of the sepals or petals are like twist variety. Example, Bohemian. This is imbricate estivation. We will go with next slide. This is fourth one estivation, that is waxillary estivation. Example, Papinaceous or Fabaceous family, Pia, bean. See here, this is waxillary estivation. In Pia and bean flowers, there are 5 petals are there. These are 5 petals. First one, largest petal, that is standard petal, posterior petal, also called waxillon. Overlaps the 2 lateral petals. These are wing petals or elder petals, which in turns overlap the 2 smallest anterior petals. These petals is known as keel petal or tanio. This type of estivation is known as waxillary estivation or papilnaceous. These corollas is butterfly shaped. See here, 5 petals are there. This is standard petal, largest petal. Lateral petals, these are petals. And 2 smallest anterior petals. These petals are keel petal. Nearly fused, these are in the boat shape. Keel petals are boat shaped. Corolla is butterfly shaped. And another one estivation is there, that is quincontinual estivation. In this type of estivation, 2 Perianth members are outside. Two Perianth members are outside. 2 Perianth members are inside. One member alternatively overlap. This is quincontinual estivation. Example, Catharanthus. You will go with next slide. This is Androecium. Androecium and Gynoecium, essential organs. Calyx and Corolla is non-essential organs. See here, this is Androecium. Androecium is composed of stamens. Each stamen, which represents the male reproductive organ, consists of a stalk or filament and an anther. This is filament. This is anther. This male reproductive organ, it consists of stalk or filament and anther. Each anther is usually bilobed. Each lobe has 2 chambers, the pollen sac. Pollen grains are produced in pollen sacs. See here, male reproductive whorl is made up of stamens, is known as microsporophyll. A sterile stamen is known as staminide. See here, this is staminide. A sterile stamen is known as staminide. Stamens are attached to the petals. This condition is known as epipetalous. See here in this picture, the stamens are attached to the petals. Next, stamens attached to the perianth is known as epiphyllous. See here, this is epiphyllous condition. Next, the stamens in a flower may be remain free. This known as polyandrous. First one monodelphous and second one diadelphous and third one polyadelphous. See here, this is monodelphous. The stamens may be united in one bunch or one bundle. Example, hibiscus, Malvaceae family. Another one example, Crotalaria arachis. Second one, Diadelphus. See here, this is Diadelphus. The stamens may be united into two bundles. This is known as Diadelphus. Example, Pia fabaceae members. It includes to the 10 stamens, but 9 stamens fused, one bundle, and one stamen is free. This condition is known as Diadelphus. Example, Pia. Next, Polyadelphus. More than two bundles. That is known as Polyadelphus. Example, citrus. Okay. There are maybe a variation in the length of filament within a flower, as in example, brassica, mustard. Function of Androecium. The function of Androecium is to produce and release to the pollen grains. We'll go with next slide. Stamens. Each stamen which represented the male reproductive organ, it consists of a stalk or filament and anther. See here, filament and anther. Filament is a sterile. Anther is a fertile. See here, a stalk of the stamen with anther at the tip. A filament is fused and anthers is also fused. If anthers and fused and filaments remain free, this condition is known as syngenym. Next, anther. Upper swollen fertile part of stamen. Generally, anthers has two lobes connected by a sterile tissue is called connective. Dithecous, monothecous. If anthers has two lobes, it is called dithecous. If anther has one lobe, it is called monothecous. Dithecous example, Datura, 4 microsporangias are there. Monothecous example, hibiscus, 2 microsporangias are there. Each lobe having two chambers or locules are called pollen sacs or microsporangia, in which pollen grains or microspores are produced. See here, this is filament, this is anther, bilobed, pollen sacs are there. This is male reproductive organ, that is essential organ. Next, we will go with next slide. Gynoecium. This is also essential organ. That is female reproductive organ. The female reproductive organ oral is made up of carpel is called megasporo. What is that? Megasporophyll. Gynoecium is a female reproductive part of the flower and is made up of one or more carpels. A carpel consists of three parts. These are namely stigma, style, and ovary. See here. This is ovary, swollen part. This is style. This is stigma. Carpel consists of three parts: ovary, style, stigma. Okay. Ovary is basal swollen part is called ovary. Middle stalk of the structure is called style. And apex sticky part is known as stigma. These stigma with help of receive the pollen grains. Stigma is generally and citrus example round shape. It is also called capta. Stigma is divided in parts. It is called feed. Okay, this is 3 parts: stigma, మేడం
చెప్పండి
సరళ మేడం
చెప్పండి
మళ్ళీ స్క్రీన్ షేర్ మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళిపోయింది మేడం ఒకసారి
హోస్ట్
Host
పోయింది
అడుగుతుంది
హోస్ట్
మేడం.
పోయేసరికి స్క్రీన్ షేర్ పోయింది
అదే మేడం
కాశీనాథ్ సార్ ఒకసారి తనకి హోస్ట్ ఇవ్వండి సార్ మళ్ళీ హోస్ట్ పోయింది హలో
మేడం చెప్పండి మేడం.
హోస్ట్ ఇవ్వండి వాణి మేడం కి
ఒకసారి హోస్ట్ ఇవ్వండి.
జస్ట్ మేడం.
మరి ఎందుకు ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది క్లాస్ మధ్యలో
ఓకే మేడం. వై ఇట్ ఇస్ డిస్కనెక్టెడ్ మేడం?
ఇచ్చారు వాణి మేడం మీరే హోస్ట్
ఓకే మేడం. ఓన్లీ ద హోస్ట్ కెన్ షేర్ ఇన్ దిస్ మీటింగ్ అంటుంది మేడం మళ్ళీ
హలో
హలో
ఎస్ మేడం.
హలో సార్
చెప్పండి మేడం.
సార్ తను మీటింగ్ నుంచి వెళ్ళిపోయిండ్రు మేడం మళ్ళీ వచ్చిండ్రు
అవును హోస్ట్ ఇచ్చాను మేడం.
ఎందుకో క్లాస్ ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది ఈ రోజు మరి క్లోజ్ చేద్దామా
ఓకే మేడం. ఓకే మేడం. ఎండ్
ఓకే సార్ క్లోజ్ చేద్దాం
ఓకే మేడం.
వాణి మేడం
మేడం
క్లోజ్ చేద్దామా క్లాస్ మరి ఎందుకో ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది
ఓకే మేడం అవును మేడం ఎందుకు
సార్ క్లోజ్ చేయండి సార్
ఓకే మేడం.